The power level this week is over 9,000. I feel so revved.
Ready for week 2?
Oh, my God, am I so ready. Our fucking Fab Five, the Matt Mortigan Moneyline Dog Picks of the Week. Everything we've done is beautiful.
Feeling good. I just had a fried chicken sandwich from Patio out here in Eagle Rock. The Rock.
We fucking love Patio. They are going to be a future sponsor of the show. We're probably going to do a show there one day.
Yeah, why not?
Because our boy Mondo, shout out to Mondo, you know Dimitri, run it by him. Well, also, we're going to start, whoever wants to join us in the L.A. area, if you're listening, we're going to do Thursday's patio lunch before the podcast. Come, meet us there, 1 o'clock, have the chicken sandwich. We're going to start in October because I'm really poor right now and I'm going on some vacations, so don't have a lot of time. But it's going to be great. It's going to be a weekly thing. We'd love to see you there. Patio Burger.
How's your week been before we get started?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Ooh, one of those.
A lot of working. My roommate's out of town. He's in Cincinnati watching the Bengals purge themselves. Use leeches to get all that bad juju out of the blood system and shit like that. So I'm having a lot of house time, a lot of walking the dogs. Got nobody else there. I haven't been going out much because I'm going to go to Denver this weekend to see a short film that I'm in at a festival, and then I got tickets to Cowboys, Broncos.
Woo!
Fire me up.
You never been to Invesco, huh?
I have not. I have not been to Mile High.
It's a good one.
I can't wait to go.
It's a good one.
In my Cowboys gear, I'm going to be fucking cheering so loud. Box seats, fucking great time. We put money on the game last night. Extra incentive to root.
Legal edibles?
Definitely. Fucking, they're everywhere there.
Got to.
So I'll be microdosing on some weed eddies. I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want to go into a fucking weird-ass head trip.
You don't want to get the fear?
Don't want to get the fear. Don't want that. But, I think a little bite here and a little bite there just to get that nice, calm, relaxed feeling going on, coursing through shit. It should be a really fun-ass fucking time. Also, if anybody's listening that's in Denver, Nederland Film Festival this Saturday, come check out the film, A Space to Call Home, starring Murphy Martin and myself, Andrew Stroud, shot by Sean Cruiser. We'd love to see you there. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, we are fucking back in the books. This is our fun day. It's Thursday. This is where we make picks. This is where we fucking be all analytical. We're going to start off with tonight's goddamn dumpster fire game of the week. We got the Houston Texans traveling to Cincinnati Skyline Chiller Stadium. They're playing the Bengals. Dumpster fire. Say it with me.
Dumpster fire.
All right, tell us what you got, Spence.
I'm not putting a damn thing on this game.
We are not betting.
You got to be crazy.
At all.
Stay away. I'm going to watch it because it's football, and I love football.
Damn right.
And I want to see Watson, and I'm taking the Texans. Why would you give the Bengals 6 points against anyone?
That's very true, but I'll tell you fucking why. Bengals are getting Texans are getting the goddamn 6 points because they're gonna need every fucking point. They're actually gonna need 20 points. Watson's gonna be confused back there. His offensive line
confused by what?
Confused by this amazing Bengals defense we're going to see tonight.
What defense
Adam
is
Pac-Man Jones is going to come, and he's going to come storming in, sack left, sack right. He's going to have 3 interceptions tonight. Deshaun Watson's going to be befuddled. His head's going to be spinning around that neck so fast, it's going to be like a goddamn fucking rotating door in New York City during rush hour.
And Andy Dalton's just going to pick apart the Texans defense?
Let's be real, yeah. It's going to be fun.
I mean, yeah, history shows that.
Hey, this is what's going to happen.
You would think that Andrew would never want to bet on the Bengals, not only after last week, but he lost the survivor pool betting on the Bengals against a shittier Texans team.
That's true, but that was later in the year.
And yet he goes back to the well.
We're going back to the well.
Like a rat to cheese.
I think Deshaun Watson has no offensive line. He's going to make mistakes.
He doesn't need one. He'll run around.
He's going to get hit. He's going to hurt. Andy Dalton is not going to have a repeat performance of last week. He will find the end zone. Not only will he throw 2 touchdown passes, he will rush for 2 touchdown passes. Rush for 2 touchdowns.
You heard her first. Okay, well, we disagree. I like Texans. You like the Bengals, and you're going to pay for that.
All right. That's game numero uno. Let's go to our next game on the block.
Now we get these upstart, sneaky Browns.
Yes, offensive line. You got a
playing the old Browns.
Rookie. Ooh, yeah.
This is the brown out.
This is the brown out. I like it. I like it a lot. The Browns are getting 8.5 points. They played one hell of a game last week against the Steelers. They only lost by 3. They were at home, though. The Ravens, as we just talked about, knocked the living shit out of the Bengals. Humiliated them. I think the Bengals might actually think that they are a college team now after last week's performance. But Joe Flacco did not play predominantly well. It was the defense and Andy Dalton who basically gave them that game. It was Andy. Andy gave him that game. I'm taking Cleveland with points. I'm going for a hard nose. Cleveland is going to run the hell out of the rock. The offensive lines can protect Kozer just enough so he's not sitting there making mistakes. And I just don't see the Ravens scoring that many points, and I like the Browns D. Sign me up. Signed, sealed, delivered.
This feels like the backdoor cover game of the week. Ravens might jump out 17-0.
Yeah.
And Browns will just kind of claw their way back into it. You get a nice backdoor cover on a bullshit touchdown late.
Boom.
Browns cover. I like the Browns.
Cover, yeah.
Hugh knows this team. He feels it. He plays them all the time.
He's excited about this Browns team. I think for the first time, he's kind of jizzing himself. He's got toys. He's got a defense. He's got an offensive line. He's got a quarterback that makes him dream at night of sweet things.
Joe Thomas about to make his 10,000th straight snap.
Wow.
That's a lot of sadness to deal with if you're Joe Thomas.
My God, he needs to be enshrined in the Hall of Fame. Let's go to our next game. I think we disagree upon this one. It is the Bills.
You like Buffalo now?
I'm taking Buffalo's points.
Since you lost on them last week, now you're going back to the well?
The points with this game against Carolina. Cam Newton did not have a solid game last week.
Because he's playing the Niners defense, and they're good, unlike the Bills.
I think that they just score enough points to keep it close. I think Carolina wins. I just don't think that they win by more than 7.5. I think it's a 4-point game.
I think the Panthers win and cover. I don't think the Bills have anything on offense except a run game, which the Panthers are good at stopping. So I will take the Panthers to cover.
Okay. You heard it here first. Maybe you didn't hear it here first, but it's happening.
You know, Sean McDermott, he knows a few things about the teams. He was with the Panthers, little revenge maybe.
See, he's got stuff lined up. He's going to be firing all cylinders over there. All right, next game, another shit fuck fest.
The real shitty game of the week.
My God.
Tonight's game's actually somewhat exciting because two teams and coaches' seasons are on the line. This compared is just
my God,
garbage.
How is Pagano even still this coach? I don't know. I have no idea. We got Arizona traveling to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is getting 7 points.
Yeah, that tells you Vegas thinks Indy's terrible because the Cardinals lost their best offensive player and blew a lead late in the fourth.
They did. They were winning,
and they're getting 7 points on the road.
I just Indianapolis is a cesspool of a team and an organization, and it starts with Jim Irsay. They are going to get fucking run out of the building. I don't care. There's no DJ. Indianapolis is the shittiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I am taking the Cardinals all day.
I'll take the Cardinals.
Got a good D. The D will score all the points.
I could change this if Brissett plays. If Tolzien plays, it's an admission by the Colts that they're tanking this season or don't care. Because if you're a player and you're on the Colts, you saw what Tolzien has to offer, and it's nothing.
0.
So if you roll him out again as a coaching staff, you're saying, yeah, we don't care. We not only don't have a chance to win, we don't care. We're going to give it another shot. Why not?
They're so bad. So bad. All right, let's go to Tennessee, traveling down to Jacksonville, playing them Jaguars. This is a game where we like... Oh, my God, that was great.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Saxonville.
Do it again.
Wow. Bet you want to change back to the Panthers now.
Ooh, yeah, that was good. That was a good soundbite. Jacksonville is at home. They're getting 1.5 points. I see them getting their little carcasses mounted on a wall. Tennessee's coming to town. They got that offensive line. Got to neutralize that defensive line Spencer loves so much in the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Mariota and his toys win this game by 13, honestly. Spencer, what do you think?
I think it's closer than that, but they win and they cover because it's only 1.5. Tennessee played the Raiders a lot closer than that score. The opening onside by Malarkey,
not so good.
A little aggressive. That didn't help. Plus, it was a close game.
And the Raiders are a much better team than Jacksonville.
Yes, they are.
100%.
And Jacksonville's offense, I mean, the Titans play the run well. I just think they do enough. They win. They got this.
They got this.
I think they're a good team.
They don't need to win by much.
No.
They just got to basically win this motherfucking game.
Yeah. Jacksonville's offense still was not special.
Let's be real. We're going to see Bortles. He's going to have to throw a lot more this game, and that's going to be a disaster. They're not going to run through the offensive line like they did last week and destroy the quarterback.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
0%.
I like Adoree Jackson. I could see an Adoree Jackson pick 6.
I like that. That's a call of the week right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless Jacksonville scores on defense, Tennessee's got this in the bag.
Bada bang, bada boom. Let's go to Philadelphia, traveling to Kansas City.
The team that ripped our hearts out.
Ooh, my God.
And stole our money.
They took so much from us.
Stabbed us multiple times and hid the white suit.
Oh, you Ray Lewis us, you motherfuckers. You got away scot clean, too. It's in Kansas City. Andy Reid had extra time to prepare for this game.
A little extra time for Andy.
That's not good for anybody. The guy's really good with extra days. Philadelphia is getting 6 points, right?
Yeah, it opened at 4, and now Philly's at 6. It's a little much.
That's a lot.
The loss of Eric Berry hurts.
Oh, that's true.
And Carson Wentz can play, man. He was amazing against Washington because they had tons of pressure on him. He was running for his life, still making throws, making plays happen.
Some Donovan McNabb type fucking left, right, left, up, down, break a tackle, throw it with like zero momentum off a back foot for a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
That was dirty. I'm going to take Kansas City. I like Andy Reid with extra time. I like the fact that they are at home where they are very tough to beat. And I think they're just going to do a lot of stuff on offense. They're going to get those points again, and they got the momentum right now. They got them feeling good off that fucking win in New England. Spence, what you feel?
This is tough. I'll just go Kansas City because I'm not a big Doug Peterson fan.
He hates him.
And
Doug Peterson was the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs 2 years ago.
He was. We got a lot of coach-on-coach battles this week.
Ooh, it's the battle of the bastards.
Got a lot of them.
Yeah.
We'll take KC.
We're taking some KC.
I think they get the pass rush going enough. They cover.
Justin Houston in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
We start to get in some interesting games. Some games will get me fired up.
We got the Patriots traveling to New Orleans and playing in that Superdome. New Orleans getting 6.5 points. Spencer, what you feeling?
I feel like we waited too long. This was 4.5.
God damn it.
Could have jumped right on it.
Why didn't we jump on that?
I don't know.
We need to hit these lines early.
And I don't like. Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
They call those outlaw lines if you get them early. Just like Outlaw Pete.
We love Outlaw Pete.
That's how he gets it.
God damn it,
he's in there early.
Outlaw Pete, legend.
Fuck. Don't love the Patriots defense.
Yeah.
But I don't like anything about New Orleans.
Nothing. Especially their defense.
Tom's got extra time. He's been stewing over the loss.
He's been pissed as fuck.
I'll take the Patriots. They'll cover.
Totally.
Maybe we'll actually see Gronk do some stuff.
Please, he's on my fantasy team. For the love of God, we scored the fewest amount of points to ever. Do something for me this week. Show up. Catch a ball. Don't look like you're 40 years old. Unless you're Tom Brady, that's fine.
I think James White will get a touchdown or two.
James White's going to do good. Very good. What did Gisele get? What's his name?
Mike Gillisley?
Whatever. Gillis.
He had 3 touchdowns.
Monster.
Goal line back.
Goal line fucking monster.
I mean, he's better than that, but that's how he got those touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a very fired up. What was that?
I have no clue what that was.
That's amazing.
I guess the gods are telling us.
To make that just came on by itself.
We didn't do that.
Was that pre-programmed in there?
Pre-programmed applause.
And it came at a really nice time.
The computer gods just believe in Mike Gillislee. They believe in that pick.
My God, if you could do a prop bet, do Gillislee 3 touchdowns again, obviously, and bet the Patriots. We did not do that.
That's done, ladies and gentlemen. Do
that's
it.
At first.
How do the Patriots lose this game?
The defense is not prepared. Cornerbacks suck it up again. I mean, let's be real. The Saints aren't going to run it. They fucking don't run the ball.
Well, they sure as hell tried to.
Did they?
Yeah.
How many rushes did they get?
Had at least 21, 23.
For what?
For not a lot.
But what did AP get?
Nothing, because he's washed.
Man, that's sad. That's sad. It's real.
It was just too obvious, and Minnesota wasn't going to allow that to happen.
Yeah. They're like, we're going to step you. He had like 2 yards per fucking rush. Fucking, there's just no way. This isn't Kansas City. This isn't. The Kansas City team is so much fucking better than the Saints team. The Saints have been fucking garbage for the past God knows how many years. They do not have the defense and the offense strategy to fuck them up.
I think that secondary gets lit up by Tom.
100%.
Brandon Cooks return.
Oh, shit, son.
What about that?
Watch out for that, son. Revenge of the week. That's what that is.
Let's go on to speaking of the Saints, the Vikings, the team that beat them into the ground. Traveling to Pittsburgh, getting 5.5. So it's 6. Some money coming in on the Vikings. Yeah. I like the Steelers at home. I'm not buying into Bradford yet. He was 5-0 last season. I think he's a good quarterback.
I was feeling Minnesota all week, but as I've been hearing things and reading things, and Steelers at home, terrible towels in the air. And this is also a game where I want Sam Bradford to show me what you got.
Yeah, early season, you don't want to be betting a lot. And if you are, just prove it to me before
I need to take the thing that I know, and that is the Steelers at home are no joke. Le'Veon Bell is going to have a much better game.
He will.
They are going to throw the ball everywhere. And also, there were some injuries we were reading about earlier on Minnesota.
Yep, Xavier Rhodes, Terrence Newman.
Huge.
Plus, I gotta see it with that Vikings O-line. And the Steelers look like they can get after you. Yeah. Little TJ Watt, James Harrison.
God, TJ Watt, what a coming out game last week. Huge. Bigly,
huge, fantastic, the best.
The best.
Just the best.
All right, that's how we feel about that. All right, let's go to our next game.
This is a sneaky one, a team that people just don't believe in enough.
This team I fucking dogged on all last week. I gave them 0 love. I shat on them. I said, you're worthless. You'll never amount to anything. I kicked them out of my house. And they showed up, and they had a chance to win that game last week against a fucking Atlanta team we saw in the Super Bowl last year. Chicago Bears are getting 7 points. They're traveling to Tampa Bay, playing Jameis Famous Winston and the Buccaneers. We're going.
This
Chicago.
might be revenge week across the board. Got Mike Glennon going back to Tampa.
This is crazy. That's the motto. That's the theme of the week. Revenge.
Yeah, I like Tampa a lot.
Okay.
I think Chicago's undervalued.
And also I think Jameis he loves to throw a couple turnovers. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, he gets a little willy-nilly with the ball.
I think Chicago covers. I don't think they win, but I think they cover this game, and I think they have a good shot at winning. To be honest with you,
it wouldn't shock me.
They got 2 running backs back there that can do some things.
They do.
You can rely on that if you're Mike Glennon. Now let's be real, receivers. For God's sakes, I don't even know who the fuck they have.
They lost everyone. It's down to Kendall Wright, Bellamy, and
God knows. I know that they just brought somebody up from the practice squad, undrafted free agent.
They'll just throw to Cohen more.
Yeah, Cohen all day.
Well, human joystick, run the ball with Howard. That's the other thing. I think the Bears just keep it close. Classic John Fox game. Mm-hmm. Run it a lot. Get that time of possession. Keep it close.
Keep it close, and they get 7 points, which we love. I love it. I love that shit. All right, next game. Spencer and I are on different sides of the fence on this one. We got Miami, the Swamp Tang, Ajayi Fever, teaming up with the Cutler. The Cutlery is in the building. And they've traveled over here to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. To play them Los Angeles, Phillip Rivers, Golden Chargers. Miami's getting 4.5 points. They've had 2 fucking weeks to prepare.
3.5.
They've had 3.5 weeks to prepare.
3.5 points.
Oh, God. On the sheet that I'm looking at, it's a little wrong. It's an updated thing Spenser said. It's not my fault. Not my fault. They're only getting 3.5 now? What happened before?
The opening line was 4. Now people are on the Dolphins.
Fuck. Well, listen, they've had extra time to prepare. They did not have a game last week. They didn't travel here either. They've been here because of the hurricane, so it's not like this is fucking up their fucking daily schedules.
Or is it? Are they all out around town partying?
They could. No, but they live in Miami where they fucking love to host people. They're used to the party scene.
True.
They fucking love cocaine and goddamn senoritas.
I'm taking the Chargers at home.
I'm taking goddamn J. I'm taking J squared. I'm going Miami. Give me the points. Give me the goddamn extra week of preparation. And get me Cutler with his new toys, ready to show the world how fun playing football can be when you have assets.
Yeah, I think Chargers win this.
Okay.
Defense.
I disagree.
Defense at home.
I do love Brosa. I love Ingram.
I like
love
both
Verrett.
teams. I like both teams. This is actually a fun game to watch.
This is my battle of Andrew Stroud's second favorite team. Whoever comes out victorious, hi-ho, da-dario, I have found my second love.
Here's a game that won't be fun to watch. The Jets traveling to Oakland, getting 13.5. I think that's generous.
My God, they need like 28 points in this game.
Yes. And they're not going to get it.
No, Oakland is going to wipe the shit that they fucking do, the duty, all over the Jets. What? We have a phone call in the building. We got who is that?
Wolford.
God damn it, Steven.
He's probably calling about USC.
God damn it. Fuck it.
Yeah. In this game, don't be afraid of the points.
My God, take it.
It's fine.
Oakland is going to kill them.
Do we see Christian Hackenberg sighting? Maybe.
Maybe.
Never know.
Could be.
Possible.
Hack a sack?
That would be even better if you took 13 points.
Oakland's going to win this game by like 28. For the love of God. Take Oakland and make your money. Put your 110 down on this point spread and make an easy $100.
Yeah, just walk away. You feel good about yourself.
My God.
Maybe even tease them with someone else. Come down to 6.5.
Do that.
Why not?
Do we do that?
We're going to do that.
Okay.
Maybe that'll go in the Fab Five.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Now we got Andrew's favorite game of the week. He'll be in attendance.
I will be at this game. Boo-boo-boo!
The Cowboys heading to Denver.
To ride them Broncos, baby.
Getting 2.5.
I think it'll be a good game. I think the Cowboys win by 10.
10?
Yes. I think
so low scoring, like 21.
Broncos were absolutely horrendous stopping the run last year. They were not so bad last week, but we have a far superior offensive line than the Chargers. Ain't that the goddamn truth? And we have a much better back. I just love our offensive weapons. I think we feed Zeke the ball. Zeke is not a turnover. He's about to break the record. He's about to throw 500 passing attempts and only have 4 interceptions in those, which will be a new Dak record and a Dak NFL record. He's not going to sit there and force the ball to Dez. He's not going to force it to Harris or Akeem.
Well, Dez won't be open.
He's going to Dez won't be open either.
So you don't even need to worry about that.
He's going to destroy. I think it's going to be Witten in the middle and his favorite Cole Beasley getting separation and those two and running the rock. And I think we control the time of possession. I think Lael Collins hopefully does enough to stop the juggernaut himself, Von Miller, from terrorizing us. And I think that we have we'll scheme it to where we give him help if he needs it. And I think our defense plays well enough that we win the game by 10. That's what I'm calling.
I see low scoring W for the Cowboys.
Yes.
That's what I see. I don't put enough stock in Simeon yet.
I made us do the money line bet on this one because I'm going to be there, and I feel like this is a victory. It's going to be a nice test to watch our offensive line against Von Miller and their defense. Another good defense. The Cowboys are going up. So we've had 2 defenses in a row. It's another test for us. But I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, we both like Cowboys. Let's move on to the next game. We got the Redskins against the Rams, who are now being crowned the best team in the NFC.
They got a nice Week 1 opponent.
They got the best Week 1 opponent. If you go back and watch that game, Tolzien, bless his heart, does not belong in the NFL.
I think they might have the best Week 1 opponent in the history of the NFL.
It was up there.
Yeah, it's definitely top 5.
He spotted them 2 touchdowns with horribly underthrown balls on the outside. Just easy pick sixes, and should have had a third.
Not only that, their defense was garbage. Garbage. Jared threw 300 yards.
Yeah. No pressure. It was just like a 7-on-7 drill for Jared.
Super easy. Well, this is another revenge game. Or this is another McVay.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator. What is going on this week? Not only that, DeMarcus Ware is getting his number retired for the Broncos or some shit like that.
Ooh.
While the Cowboys are down.
That's a good play by Elway.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, he had to go somewhere to win a ring.
Yeah, I'm glad he got a ring. He deserved it.
He did. He wasn't going to get it.
But back to this game, we got McVay. He's going against the Redskins. Obviously, they kind of both know how each other works. He knows how they work that offense. They know how he works his offense. In my opinion, I think the factor for me and why I am going Rams is Aaron Donald's coming back. And he's got my man, Wade fucking Phillips, sitting there dialing up blitzes left and right. And Washington was a little off last week. None of the receivers did really good. Crowder did nothing. Pryor had 11 targets, but, 60 yards receiving. They rushed for 30 yards on offense. Not a very scary juggernaut of an offense right now. I think they're trying to figure things out. They're coming to the West Coast. They traveling. And I think McVay does enough to win this game. I'm going Rams. Hoo-ha!
Donald was the only thing that made me think twice about this, because otherwise I would put a lot of money on the Redskins.
And
Jared Goff still does nothing for me.
And he shouldn't. He should not.
And the Redskins D played really well. Cousins didn't play great, had some overthrows. They couldn't score in the red zone, but they still had a chance to win late, and it was a sack fumble return for a touchdown.
Boom. That's true.
Inflated that score a little bit. I think T. Pryor feels it.
My man, T. Pryor.
Those corners.
I hope so. He's on my
I
fantasy
think Kirk
team.
Cousins gets after it a little.
He's on my fantasy team too.
It's mainly I just think it's a close game, and I'll take the quarterback in that scenario.
All right. We got another disagree.
Yeah.
He's going Redskins. Hoo-ha! We need that soundbite.
Hoo-ha! I'll get it for you.
We have another game coming up. We got San Francisco.
This is the Hedge My Happiness game of the week.
This is the Hedge.
49ers heading to Seattle.
49ers are getting 14.5.
It's at 14 right now.
Oh, it's at 14
It's at a
right
solid 14.
I'm going Seattle. They're coming off a bad loss last week. A game they got fucked on some calls.
They did. I love Seattle here, but 14 does scare me a little bit, even at home, just because
Tease it.
Seattle's
Guys, tease that.
offensive line. Yee. And that's the one thing the Niners are solid at, defensive line. But that being said,
Seattle's defense, all of it, is scary as fuck.
the spread score here, which is a stat, says the Niners score about 14. I don't think they can score 14.
I don't think they
so.
score 14
I like
at
the
all.
Seahawks here
I love the Seahawks here.
to cover and to win.
Russell will make enough plays. He'll find enough. He'll find Baldwin. They'll get shit moving this week. They're angry. They're going to come out scoring some points.
Yeah.
I think they cover. I think they win by more than 14. But if you're a little reserved about that, tease that pussy. Tease it. Tickle that puss and make it come down. All right. We got Green Bay. They are traveling to the mothership that is known as Crinkle Star.
Stadium looks great.
It looks so cool. And you know what will not be open there?
The Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A will be closed on Sunday.
But on Mondays, it'll be there.
And if they have a Thursday night game.
Oh,
open.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so there's some days that it's open.
I don't like the Packers. I don't like anything about the Packers, so I'm taking the Falcons.
I'm taking Green Bay. I just can't go against Aaron. He's getting points.
You went against Aaron in the NFC Championship last year. You can go against Aaron.
I don't want to. I'm going. And also, I'm pissed off at the Falcons for making me look kind of stupid last week. I gave them so much love. They barely won. I didn't like that. The offense wasn't really doing. Sarkisian fucking sucked it up, I felt like. I didn't see what I wanted to see. So I'm going Aaron. I'm just angry. I'm bitter.
I love Aaron, but I refuse to trust the Packers defense because they beat up on the Seahawks offense. That tells me nothing. Then they're going into Atlanta, which has the fastest defense on turf, runs the same defense as the Seahawks. I'm feeling Falcons here.
Seahawks
and their offense was good against the Bears.
Seattle Seahawks is so much better than Atlanta. Hot Atlanta.
Yeah, but Atlanta's got
it's coming. Hot Atlanta's coming up.
Tons of good players on defense.
I'm still going with Aaron. I'm going.
Name me the starting corners for Green Bay.
Sam Shields?
Nope.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Well, I'm still going with Aaron. I say they win by 4. They're getting points. Motherfuckers getting points. That's all I care about.
Getting points? What does that mean? The Jets are getting points. You're not taking the Jets.
Yeah, it's because they don't have Aaron. If they had Aaron, I'd take him.
This guy's all over the board today, ladies and gentlemen.
So we have another disagree.
We have another disagreement.
I will, for the record, I won the disagreements last week.
You did.
I am up.
You won 3-1.
Boom, baby.
3-1.
There is some madness. The madness has a method. Or should I say, the method has madness? I don't know.
There's a method to the madness?
Yeah, I guess.
I think that's it. I think that's it. Then the Monday night game.
Uh-oh, we have another disagreement.
No, I circle Giants. I'm taking Lions. There's no disagreement. If Odell plays, I will switch this. But as of now, I'm not sure he does.
Right.
So I'll stick with Stafford, Jim Bob Kuda.
We love Kuda.
We do, and he burned us.
They're getting burned us bad. They're getting 3 points. They're going to New York, and after what I saw last week from the Giants, I can't. How do I not take the Lions? Basically.
How do you not take the Lions? Because it's early and the Giants' defense is awesome.
The Giants' defense is awesome. But the Giants' offense is so horrible right now. As of last week.
It is. It made the Cowboys' defense look great.
My God. And that's what we're saying. The Cowboys' defense, nothing spectacular. It's not good at all. It's just there. What is
its whole goal is just to keep you from scoring at complete will.
Yes, that is. It is a pin, but please, for the love of God, do not break. Just let him kick field goals in the red zone, and we hopefully put up more points. That's our defense.
Yeah, I like the Lions here.
I like the Lions. All right, we're going to finish on that. All right, we like that. Shall we talk about Fab Five?
Fab Five. We went 3-1-1 in our Fab Five last week.
I like that because that's called winning. And
that's a winning record.
Fuck yeah.
See if we can do it again this week.
Let's see. To be honest, guys, I fucking love our Fab Five this week. I don't want to jinx it, but it could be a 5-5.
It's got a nice mix. Teams you wouldn't expect. Some vanilla teams.
Mm-hmm.
Staying away from the games most people are really excited about because we're trying to sleuth. We're trying to dig. We're trying to find those gems.
Yeah, that's our whole fucking point of this podcast.
Kick off our Fab Five with the Titans.
Oh, we love it.
Not buying Jacksonville.
No, we don't. It's another, number one, I don't buy you Jacksonville.
They're a good team. I got nothing against Jacksonville, but they still have Blake Bortles under center.
My God, he sucks. Mariota, they have an amazing offensive line. They can run the rock. He has toys. They got playmakers on defense. Jarrell Casey. Maybe one.
Number 2, Patriots.
Boom, baby.
We would throw a teaser on our Fab Five this week, which we will do in the future, but this week we'll keep it straight up for you guys.
An angry Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. I want to bet on them all day long.
Yes.
There's no fucking way with an extra couple days of preparing that they are not going to come out and beat the living shit out of the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints they have offensive weapons. They do, but they suck. We've hated them. They sucked last year. They sucked the year before that. And there is no reason to believe that this year is going to be anything different. They start 4 people, 4 rookies, I believe, on defense, or 3.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, come on. Too much scheming.
Now we're curveball. Fab 5. Bears.
Da Bears. They're getting 7 points. They're going down south to Tampa Bay. Glennon looking for some revenge against his team. He knows this defense well. He has thrown against them in practice many a goddamn time.
Probably throwing a lot of picks in practice.
He's probably thrown so many, but they're just going to tote the rock. They're going to control time in the clock. And I think Jameis I think he's going to make a couple mistakes. And I'm not saying Chicago. We're not saying Chicago's going to win.
No.
We're just like Chicago, 7 points.
Yes.
And we think it's a strong bet.
We got Oakland 13.5, like we said earlier. Just
My God.
take the money. Marshawn looks so cool
My
in
God.
silver and black.
He looks fucking amazing.
The Jets couldn't even cover against the Bills, who are maybe win 6 games this year.
God.
So
David Carr is going to have like 400 yards. I always get him mixed up.
he seems too
Is it
nice.
David or Derek?
Derek.
Derek. Goddamn, David. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck David Carr.
Derek Carr. He is so nice.
Derek seems too nice to want to run it up on them, throwing all those yards.
No, he'll throw it. He's going to get 400 yards, 4 touchdown passes. This shit's over.
Yeah, it's done.
Shit, Khalil Mack is going to eat. Who's the Jets quarterback?
McCown.
Oh, my God. Poor Luke.
He had a nice 2 picks last week.
He's solid.
This
38-year-old journeyman.
It's going to be such a rough year for the Jets.
Is about to end. But this is what they want. They want to tank and get a sick-ass quarterback. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I put in a bet for an 0-16 team this year.
I know. Thank God. It's
right now we have
We
at
got
least
some-
8 options.
We got some contenders.
0-16 watch. That's a new segment starting now. We got a lot of teams on it right now.
Yeah.
But the Jets are numero uno.
Numero.
We're going to ride them in Survivor Pool.
And then last, but certainly not fucking least, we're taking the Dallas Cowboys -2.5. It's going to be a close game. We're going to control. We're not going to make. We don't turn the ball over a lot. We like to run it. We like to control the clock. We're going to feed Zeke the ball.
There's not enough pressure on this game for Garrett to fuck it up.
Yeah, it's still early.
I expect a close game. I just think the Cowboys have more juice.
More juice.
And there's not a quarterback on the other side that can take advantage of this defense.
Truth. True that.
In my opinion.
Yeah, both of our opinions. And now I think it's time for. Do we have a soundbite?
No, not this week.
Fuck. God damn.
For those of you who haven't seen Willow, first thing you need to do is see Willow.
Yeah, go now.
And just take a long look in the mirror if you haven't seen Willow.
George Lucas and Ron Howard fucking 80s epic fantasy adventure with fucking Val Kilmer. And my God, is it amazing.
Oh, he was at his peak.
This is prime Val. And his name is Mad Mortigan.
Mad Mortigan. And if you know anything about Mad Mortigan, he's a fighter, and he's always a money line dog.
He's a fucking money line dog. Mad Mortigan's money line dogs.
So I took the Falcons, but we like the Packers as a money line dog because if you're getting Aaron Rodgers as a dog, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
And even though Andrew took the Rams, he's on board with the Redskins as money line dog.
Yeah, it's because it's a good bet.
It is. It is a good bet.
It's strong. They have a great shot of fucking winning the game. Rams played a shitty-ass team last week. We talked about this.
Now, if you're feeling crazy this week, maybe you took a little stuff, took a little ayahuasca, had a trip.
Oof.
What big dog would you take to win?
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town? Okay.
Who are you thinking?
I think I'd go Browns.
Oh, shit. I forgot
There's
about the
something
Browns.
in my gut
You know
that
what?
says
I forgot about the Browns. You want to know why? Because they have an offensive line that's going to keep them off Rosen or Kozer. What's his first name?
Kaiser. No, Deshaun.
Deshaun.
Kaiser throws a.
Kaiser throws a. He got his feet wet last week. They're going to run the ball, and they have a good defense. And Joe Flacco fucking sucks. He did not play well last week. He's coming off of injury. I mean,
Andy Dalton threw the game away.
Andy Dalton was the only reason. 5 turnovers from that man.
And I mean, the Ravens defense is great. And Kaiser took a lot of sacks from the Steelers. If you go back and watch Steelers game, I know they had 7 sacks. A lot of it was Kaiser holding on to the ball too long.
Yeah. He's young. He's 21. He's a young fucking quarterback. But he's got smarts. He played the Steelers last week, who were a much better team than the Ravens are.
Yes.
And he only lost by 3.
He did.
That's pretty fucking solid.
Be on the lookout.
You know what? I like that. I think I like the Browns. Money line dog. Fucking hell. Woo, baby.
When do you leave for Denver?
I leave Saturday morning. I got the film festival Saturday night. And then I got Cowboys Sunday for some Sunday fun day.
What do they got you doing there? A little meet and greet?
Gonna, my boy Murphy.
Gonna honey dick some guys?
Gonna honey dick some guys. Gonna hopefully show them my stuff. And they're gonna be like, ooh, shit, this guy's good. Maybe future projects we're in the store for this after this shit. Who knows?
There you go.
Who knows? I gotta pick up a magnet. One of my favorite things to do is go to a different city and pick up a magnet of that city.
It's a classic move. I got a whole fridge of them.
Right? Me too. It's fucking solid.
Who doesn't like magnets?
I don't have a Denver one
What?
yet.
Have you been to Denver?
Yeah.
Go to Snooze. Great breakfast spot down in Lowdown near the Rocky Stadium.
Ooh. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Should.
I'm going to get really high.
How could you not?
How could I not? My cousin lives out there, so he has assured me of the greatest and grandest times.
Is he in Denver?
He is.
Ooh.
And Cuzzy Chris is a fucking Mad Monaghan maniac. I might not show up on Monday.
All right.
You heard it here first.
Then we'll do a call from Denver.
We'll do a call from Denver.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are week 2 picks. We're trying to come back, especially me.
Yeah.
But just as a whole.
Here we go. Hey,
First week.
Guy, week 1, it's still preseason. You got to feel this shit out.
Yeah, I'm just treading lightly.
I have a better understanding today than I did last week.
Yes.
That's all we owe.
Feel better about it.
Hey, yeah.
All right, we out.
Peace. One dog, man. One dog over the line. Downtown at a railway station. One dog over the line.
One toke, you poor fool.
Sweet, sweet Mary.
Where do you see those goddamn bats, man?